Hello everybody. Obviously today, as you know, you have Cafe Church without the amazing Roberts family and the Carters. We are away at the Women's FA Cup final with Man United, I think, versus Chelsea, which is very exciting. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone that's played a part in making this morning happen. While some of us are away, I hope that you're having an amazing time together. When I was talking with Vanessa last Sunday, I really felt God just put in my heart the phrase "be expectant" for this morning. So I have an expectant heart for you guys, that you are meeting each other, that you are enjoying each other's company, getting to know each other and how each other's weeks have been, and that maybe there are even some amazing visitors today, and you are so welcome. And I hope that we can meet you another week, since we're not there in person today. And then yeah, I also hope that you're really enjoying just the cake, the coffee, the whatever other amazing treats that Joe and Vanessa have put on for you guys today. And I also just trust that you're having a brilliant time worshipping God, focusing on him. And yeah, I suppose this is just our 2 pence worth that we're throwing in. I don't know where that phrase comes from, but anyway, yeah, I hope that you're having just a great time. As you know, as you guys experience, life is really tough. It has lots of curveballs, it has lots of things that are unexpected that come up. Some are bigger than others. We experience lots of loss, lots of challenges, pain. And I was reading Ecclesiastes recently, and it just was talking about why do we do all this, because it's so meaningless. And that sort of unfortunately struck a chord with me, because I was like, yeah, like this is really hard work. But there is a big but. The big but is that Jesus is alive. He makes all the difference. He is transformational in why we do what we do. He is the one that brings us life. He brings meaning. He brings purpose. He is love, and his love is the bedrock, the foundation of everything that we want to live out and be for his glory, but also so that we can share him with other people. It's him in us that motivates us to put ourselves through some of these challenges that we come across, that makes our lives that bit more busy, that gives us that extra bit of responsibility. It's because of him that we do what we do. So, Rob.
Yeah, that's right. Jesus is very much at the center of Gateway Church. Jesus is the one that can transform our communities with his power, with his love, with his goodness, and and that's why we're here. That's why Gateway Church exists. We believe that Jesus is alive, that Jesus wants others to know of his love and goodness, and Jesus has commissioned us as a people, as a group of people. And it says I often go back to Matthew 28. So I've got it here in front of me, where it says, so this is Jesus. He sees his disciples just before he goes back to heaven. And he comes to them and he says, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Jesus is the one with the greatest authority, not just on earth, but also in heaven. And it then goes on to say, therefore, Jesus says to his disciples, and the same is true for us today, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. And, you know, if nothing else, these verses really sum up who we are at Gateway Church, our passion and desire for people to hear the good news that Jesus has given us new life, that he's commissioning us to go and help people understand who he is, but also to help people grow in their understanding of the purpose that God has for them as individuals. The whole concept of discipleship is something we are passionate about at Gateway Church. We want to see people growing more and more like Jesus, growing in understanding God's call that he's put on your life. God has put a calling on every single person that chooses to trust in him, that chooses to follow him. And he calls people to be baptized. And then he also said here, teaching people to obey everything that Jesus has commanded, that I have commanded you. And that great promise that he's with us till the very end of the age. You know, Jesus promises to be with us. You know, something at Gateway that we are really keen for is to know God's presence, is to know him with us when we're in corporate worship, when we're worshiping together, when we're in twos or threes, when we're praying together, you know, asking him into our lives in different ways. You know, our heart is to know his presence, to know his, you know, that personal relationship that we have with him each and every day. Just as I'm talking, I've got this cat that's on my lap, just curling into this little ball, and just loving my strokes as it's sort of, as you can see there, being tenderly cared for. And you know, that's really, Gateway Church is a caring community. It's a place where you can be known and know others, and our heart is that others will come to know Jesus, come to experience his love, his goodness, his grace, and his presence with us as we go on. And yes, it's been wonderful to be able to just share a few thoughts with you this morning, and really want to pray that each one of you there will continue to grow in understanding God, who he is, and the wonderful plan that he has for your life as we continue to be Gateway Church here in Epsom in the coming weeks, months, and years together. So look forward to seeing you all again soon. So be blessed and have a wonderful week. Did you want to finish off with saying any more? Well, bless you all. Thank you for giving us a few moments just to speak and to encourage you all. And thank you.
Take care, guys.